Hi, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Chris.
And we're Super Comic Bros OKC. Join us on our journey to open our first comic store. So recently we went to the Loudoun Life Festival in Kentucky. We had an opportunity to look around all the comic stores and find
vintage malls.
Yeah, vintage malls, things like that. We found a lot of really cool things, and today that's what we're going to show you. Why don't you get started and show them what we found?
Some of the loot.
The loot.
The Kentucky loot.
The booty, the Kentucky booty.
Alright, well, we have this Masters of the Universe Battle Armor Skeletor.
Alright, Skeletor. That's really good.
He's got the thumbs up hands action.
He does have a thumbs up.
I guess he's got the mad face and the face.
Yeah.
It's like, you kind of did what I told you, face.
That's pretty cool. I mean, we got all these things that I could steal out there.
I remember having the original one of that one.
Yeah.
Every time you'd scrape his chest, it would like show a little bit more damage.
Yeah, and he's got the same one.
Mm-hmm. It's basically just a reproduction.
Yeah. Battle Armor Skeletor.
I like that one because it had all of his armor pieces and his face and everything.
Yes. Okay.
And then, keeping the same tradition of Masters of the Universe, we got the original He-Man from the Netflix version.
Oh, yeah. Revelation.
Mm-hmm. Which, dude, all of these action figures are
I never watched any of the new He-Man on Netflix.
I think I watched the very first, because they released the first 5 episodes. So I watched, those. But it was good. I thought it was good. I just never had any time to watch the rest of it.
Yeah.
But the figures, dude, this thing's got 30 points for articulation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. They did
all
some work
like that. Yeah.
on He-Man.
I think they're molds and the art looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Looks okay, I guess.
Looks like a
Who wrote that?
day
Who wrote the
He-Man.
The new He-Man?
I think it was Son of Bob, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith, yeah.
I call Sonic Bob. That's his name. It's like, that's what you'll be cursed with forever!
Yeah.
Then we found this one. Man. And these, it's already built, but trying to find the Endless Waltz versions of these Gundams from Gundam Wing is extremely hard.
Yeah. We got it for $3.
Yeah. And they're just he's unpainted, and it's I know plenty of people that love painting Gundams. So,
yeah,
and if they can get their hands on a Toggy's 3,
it's definitely worth it. He was like, let's just take $3 for it. I'm like, okay, are you sure? But yeah, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was a very, very awesome deal we got. And then we got the WW84.
WW84.
Wonder Woman with the lasso of truth that I don't even think she used that in that movie, did she?
I think, well, I mean, at the very end,
I guess
I
she
think
did
she
use
used it
him
to make him remember his kid, I guess.
Yeah, after he destroyed the world.
Yeah, after he almost destroyed the world, and then they just let him go.
And they're like, hey, you know what?
I hate that. Dude.
He hit his time by just running to his kid and
destruction. That's the time to go shoot him in the neck with the tranq dart and take him in.
I'll show you what to wish for.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. It doesn't look like Gal Gadot, but it's a pretty cool Wonder Woman. We got it really cheap as well. That's a nice Wonder Woman toy.
Then we got this bad boy right
Oh,
here.
yeah, this one was the big one that we got.
I was like, dude, that Azrael is awesome.
Yeah, Batman versus Azrael.
I just want to rip it open and set up the one that's in the Azrael.
It's really freaking neat. I really like the art style on the Batman, too.
I like the little flame thing that you set it on and everything.
It's got a little flame stand.
Yeah, that's them
fighting right there.
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. That was pretty ridiculous. That was a good find for us. What else you got?
then we got a One Piece
Oh yeah.
Zoro.
Zoro.
It's a third party, but it's one of like the earlier ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
The
it's the one where
statue.
It's got the all the swords.
Yeah. That's what I got. Maybe we can have it.
He's my favorite character in One Piece.
Yeah.
Well, he's everybody's favorite character.
He's got
He's
the
cute.
the teeth sword. Somehow he swings a sword with his teeth.
Oh, yeah.
But we all just never questioned it. We're like, oh, that's awesome. He's using the 3-sword method. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I saw somebody walking up to me with a sword in their teeth, I don't know. I'd be pretty.
I
don't know,
I'd be
punch
pretty
him.
alarmed.
I just punch him right in the face. Like, see
But
what
yeah,
happens.
that Zorro, I saw it on display there, and it was in a case for like 30% off, and I was like, I knew One Piece is like super popular right now, and that's why I grabbed it. It's pretty cool.
Well, that is the extent of the box stuff.
That's all the box stuff we got. Let's move on to our comic books that we got. We got some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
So we are walking around this big antique mall. It was a toy antique mall in Kentucky. And
It's huge.
Yeah, it was huge. That's where we found
It's
most of
huge.
those toys. These comic books are what we found there, in combination with the Destination in Kentucky. Great comic store. Both places were enormous and had a lot of really
What was
cool
the other
stuff.
one?
Miso's also was a
Miso's
really
Gamer.
awesome. I got a lot of D&D stuff from there. So
Got my Dragon Ball cards as well.
yeah, and the One Piece cards. Yeah.
Some One Piecers.
So we're not showing those off today, but we did find a lot of comic books. So all together, we found all of these comic books, and let's go ahead and get started with the Robin 2s that we found.
So yeah, this is a Robin 2. This is basically the third Robin.
Yeah,
This
Tim
is-
Drake.
Yeah, this is after the Joker beat the other the other Robin, Death of the Crowbar almost.
Okay.
But yeah, these are all signed by Bob Smith, which is an inker, and I just
Yeah, I mean, we found them in a pile of other comic books that basically, you know, they're just stuck in there with the other comic books, and they're all signed. And so
Yeah.
we decided to just grab them. Like, that's probably a good deal. So
But
these,
yeah.
by the inker.
so like one of my favorite things about comic books is the covers. So there's the light is glaring on it, huh?
Yeah.
There's a signature on there.
Yeah.
You can't really
Bob
see it
Smith,
because it's
right
a little
there.
glary, but yeah, we found like 5 or 6 in this line of comic books. But like I said, one of my favorite things about comic books is the covers. Like, like I'm about to show you some good ones here. So this is kind of mild. It's just Robin jumping out and Joker's
Yeah,
kinda
and Robin
smirking by
2
him.
is not, you know, it wasn't, they're not really that sought after, but it's still part of the Batman story, the third Robin. Robin 2, we actually used to selling a bunch of these comic books on eBay as well. There's a lot of really cool stories with
there's
Tim
like
Drake.
lenticular ones too they're a little bit different, but these are the
Yeah.
hologram ones.
Yeah, the hologram ones look really cool. So
If you
yeah,
want to almost put it on a pile.
these are from the Joker's Wild series.
But yeah, so like this one. This one's just got Batman just like in the Batcave, just by himself, just really angry, and he's like, "Oh God, Robin just died, and the new Robin just met the Joker.
Yeah.
Like, how am I gonna take
Well,
care of
in
this?"
this series, Batman's gone, and this whole thing is Robin kind of dealing with the Joker by himself.
It's kind of like the
and-
Spider-Man, like him leaving Miles Morales in
Yeah,
charge.
yeah, exactly.
But the first person he fights is the Joker instead
Yeah.
of like
and so this is a alternate first cover. So the first
yeah,
one,
variant.
both of these are variants of the first one, and they're really cool. They got the little holograms on them down there.
Nah, this comic book is fully loaded. It's got a hologram on the front of it and a signature. You know what I'm saying?
Fully loaded comic
fully
book.
loaded comics.
Yeah, and then
And
the
this-
second one we have. These are also signed
And
by
this
Bob
is when he
Smith, the
finally
inker.
meets the Joker, and he's about to just jam a knife in his back, and smiling. He's
Yeah.
like, "Where are they even at? Are they in the Batcave?"
Man, the Joker is ruthless. I mean,
Dude, I'm about to show you how ruthless the Joker is in a couple of covers. He gets very ruthless with it. A little fun with it, too. But so that's, I mean, it's basic. It's another fully loaded. It's got a hologram and a signature on it.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, I like this cover, too. This is probably what Joker does with everybody, not just Batman.
Excuse me.
Yeah, puts him on a dartboard and have some fun. And I think he's just watching him through a surveillance thing. I don't know, but this next one is the one I'm trying to get to here.
Yeah,
okay?
This one is another variant of that second comic, so I think they made 3 of each.
Yeah, I think there's an original cover and then 2 hologram variants.
I don't think we have number 3. Is that number 3?
No,
we're missing number 3. That was the only one they didn't have.
And this is the standard cover. This isn't the one with like the hologram on it. But dude, I think this is the best one out of all of them because it just shows you how crazy the Joker is. Okay, so this setting here.
Let's put this in perspective.
They're in a chemical factory. Okay, and I guess Robin has taken a trip. And he's falling off the side of the guardrail there. So let's take a look at the Joker, okay? He's wearing like some happy mittens.
Like some little animal mittens.
Some animal mittens. And he has ice skates on. And he's like trying to jam the ice skate into Robin's throat. And it's like, dude, you're in the middle of a chemical factory. What made you wear the ice skates? Like, he's like, this is an extra add-on. I can slide on steel grates with them.
That
easy.
cover looks really cool. I really like.
Or
that
did
cover.
he like? I mean,
it just
did he have like a
you with
Joker
a lot of
like,
questions. That's what
like bat skis? Did he like do the Joker skis or something? And then
well, that's what comic book covers do. They make you ask questions. And if I were to see this,
for sure.
If I were to see this comic book, I'd be like, I gotta see what is
let's
going
see how
on
this
here.
battle ends up. Because, man, I feel sorry for Robin because he's about to get ice-necked.
Well, I mean, and you know, this Robin was pretty, he was a little older than a lot of the other Robins. Except for, you know, Nightwing. Nightwing grew up to be
Well, he already went through the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, this guy
he's like, I'm done being a sidekick. I'm a superhero
this
now.
is Tim Drake. This is the guy, I believe, that turns into the Red Hood.
No, that was the last one.
It was
the one that got beat up by the Joker because he came back, didn't he?
I think so.
Because everybody thought he was dead. And he came back and he's like, no, I'm not dead. I'm just a supervillain now. Because I got beat with a crowbar.
Yeah, death in the family. But yeah, that is an amazing cover to a comic book. Hats off to Bob Smith and Tom Lyle for that.
Yeah, and all of these are signed, by the way, too.
Yeah, they're all signed by Bob Smith, the inker.
So Hood is Jason Todd.
It's Jason Todd. He was the 4th.
I thought Jason Todd was the one that did get beat.
Was it?
Because he's the one that came after the first Robin, right?
I thought he was the newest one. Maybe I'm wrong.
Jason Todd took over after Dick Grayson.
Yeah, so he's the second one.
He was the one that got beat to death.
So these actually should be called Robin 3s.
Yeah. Technically.
Technically, because he's the 3rd Robin.
Well, it's Robin 2 because
the first guy...
I think it was Batman and Robin.
And
then Robin got his own series when it was the 2nd Robin, I think.
Yeah, so like whenever Dick Grayson
and then he was... and Dick Grayson
Nightwing,
was...
he gave that title,
He was also in Teen Titans. He was the leader of Teen Titans, Dick Grayson was.
Well, then he turned into Nightwing and joined the Justice League, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
like,
wanted
I'm
to be
not a
all grown
sidekick
up.
anymore.
I don't want to be a little baby Robin.
I'm not a boy. I'm a man.
I'm tired of wearing the costume.
Look at this ridiculous thing compared to your bat suit. So, okay, and then I'm looking at this cover, and it's kind of weird, and I'm like, is he with Blade? He kind of looks like Blade.
It does look like Blade, but I doubt that's Blade.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
It does look like Blade, though. It's like
these are just Robin. This isn't... Yeah, this is just Robin.
Look at what he's got. He's got like a little slingshot with a rock in it.
Yeah, that's the whole
thing.
It's
like, okay, Batman, you're a billionaire and you have gadgets. You can't give Robin one. You can't throw him a bone.
No, he gets a slingshot. He's a child.
He gets, yeah, exactly. Look at this.
He's like, dude, I'm like 22
you
years
can have
old.
You can have a leather strap and a rock as your experimental weapon.
Yeah, it's like you get a rock and a strap,
At least in the animated series, he let him get the back grapple thing with him. You know what I'm saying?
This one, he's just using a rope. It wasn't even a grapple. It was, he's just using a rope. Like, that sucks.
Oh, that's like a zip line.
It's a zip line.
Like zip line.
Yeah,
right?
but it's not a super cool, like, bat retractable one.
Actually, I kind of take this one back. He's getting shot at by a lot of guys here.
Yeah.
Oh, the face on him, too. He looks actually like he's afraid of dying.
Yeah.
He drew that face pretty well.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so moving on from Robins.
Moving on from Robin.
We all Robined it up. Okay.
Those are some cool comic books to find, though. All signed. Every single one of them.
For sure,
it's
dude.
Pretty awesome.
Actually, there's one more signed one we found, too. It's the X Factor one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is whenever I think they first fight the Nasty Boys.
The Nasty Boys.
The Nasty
Who
Boys.
comprises the Nasty Boys?
I think Vertigo. I want to say Wendigo. There's like a Sludge Guy. It's been a long time.
They probably lost. So
well, Havoc could kill everyone.
yeah, that's true.
And including Mr. Sinister, because that's the only thing he's weak against is Cyclops' and Havoc's powers.
Yeah, Mr.
That's the
Sinister.
only thing that can damage his body.
Sinister on there.
Mr.
I heard
Sinister.
Sinister's gonna be the main villain in the X-Men '97.
Is he?
I think so. That's
I
what
mean,
I heard.
they could make that. What I would start off is the Onslaught saga.
Yeah,
I just start it. I'd start it with Legion, and then whenever that happens, that's basically the spark for the whole fire. And then you could do Age of Apocalypse too, because you could do Age of Apocalypse first, and then segue into Onslaught.
I think that would be.
I don't think they're that bold though.
I think they should redo Days of Future Past. Well, no, they did that.
Yeah, they did that.
They'd have to move that.
They actually did the Dark Phoenix saga excellently too. It's just like, okay,
That's-
let's stop making it
That's
now.
actually
Let's watch the '97 show.
Yeah, that actually got me to actually read the comic books. And when I read the comic books, it was all of the intricacies that were behind it, like the Hellfire Club and all that stuff you didn't read about.
There's layers of that throughout time.
The Nasty Boys, the leader is Mr. Sinister, formerly Ruckus. The
Ruckus.
members were Multiple Man, Slab, Gorgeous George, Hairbag, Ramrod, and Ruckus.
Oh, gotta have Ramrod on that.
I remember
team.
Ruckus. He was
Ramrod, part of the Nasty Boys.
I thought Vertigo. Is Vertigo not in there?
No,
That's weird.
Nasty Boys.
Nasty boy. I guess she's a girl,
Nasty Boys.
I'm
Gorgeous
gonna-
little nasty boys.
I'm gonna sick my nasty boys on you. But yeah, that one was signed as well. And then the X there. This one, I was really tempted to keeping, but I think I'm gonna let it go. But
it's a cool comic. Yeah.
the first time Magneto and Red Skull meet, and Magneto is just crushing him.
Yeah.
And that's what would happen. Like, he's a super soldier, and Magneto can
you
control
remember
metal.
what was it called? The Avengers, where Red Skull got the powers.
When he used the Tesseract,
Yeah, and he took
Onslaught's powers.
Onslaught or Xavier's powers first, and then he got Magneto to kill him.
Oh,
Magneto smashed his head. I remember that
I'm
comic book.
Magneto.
Yeah, and then that's what caused him to, because he read his mind and stuff right as he was killing him, and then he became this big Cthulhu monster and stuff.
You have tentacles.
Yeah, he had tentacles and all
face.
sorts of stuff. It was crazy. It was like a Red Skull onslaught. It was pretty awesome.
Wow.
But yeah, this is the start of that. And that was cool. It's a Captain America comic with Magneto in it, which is really neat to see.
And the art is awesome. She said this is first
First
appearance
of Nomad.
Of Nomad, which is Bucky.
Yeah.
The Buckster.
Yeah, first appearance.
And his costume was ridiculous.
Yeah, he didn't stick as Nomad for long,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah,
it's the
he
first
did.
appearance.
So what he did was he went into the what was it called? The Ghost Rider and Blaze comic books, which were Knights of Vengeance.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna pick up some shades, some Terminator shades, do like a mullet, And like pick up like a John Claude Van Damme like leather jacket and go shoot vampires with blade.
Yeah. And this was a re-release though of the first one, but it still came out in '92. It's not the original 1983 one. It's the '92 re-release of this comic book.
Probably because it was introducing that new note.
Yeah, but it's in solid condition. Whoever had these comics, they kept good. So this one, I remember. I looked this up as a key. It's a key issue, and it has somebody in
Maybe
it.
Black Diamond.
No,
Diamondback.
this is these were normal characters that had been around. There was
I know Bullseye died.
There's a character
It does say he
in
comes
here
back.
that is a key character. This is the first time they introduce the person. I can't remember it though, but I'll figure it out later. If you know, put it in.
It'll be in the description and on eBay.
Yeah, it'll be on eBay. We'll be selling that one.
I just picked this one up because it's West Coast Avengers #1 annual. And it just has all of them on there, which is cool. And this is like not even the Avengers. This is West Coast Avengers, so it's a whole new. It's like there's so many teams and people.
East Coast Avengers.
It's like there's no way. Well, that's why the bad guys had to get more and more ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got 50 good guys just running around destroying stuff.
There was a lot. The West Coast Avengers, the East Coast Avengers, and then just the Avengers. There's so many comic books.
It's like the Tupac and Biggie of the Avengers.
They didn't fight though. They didn't have.
They teamed up.
They just teamed up.
What they wanted. Imagine if Biggie and Tupac made a song together.
Yeah. See, here's what they had to do. They had to separate all these characters that they were making into different quadrants, or else it'd just get too confusing with where these characters are and stuff. So they're like, oh, these guys are the
Not to mention they were making a lot of single string comics like
Yeah.
Thor and like everybody from those teams too.
Yeah, they only hoped that they could do that with
So-
all of their characters.
I picked this one up because I don't know if people know very much, but it's kind of hard finding Mars Attack stuff. And yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
This is them fighting Savage Dragon, so
That's cool.
I was like, I definitely need to get that one.
Yeah,
It's
Mars
within the
Attacks was
range.
such a really cool alien movie. It's just really weird and funny.
They
Had some campy effects, and Tom Jones was in it.
And yeah, they weren't completely like comedical because they were very scary too. Because
They
they just
were
melt
scary
you. Like,
looking. Yeah, they were
they
very
just like
scary
they didn't
looking.
care.
And they did some pretty ruthless stuff, but they also did some weird crap too. So I mean, they're aliens. I think it's that whole movie was just awesome, just because it's iconic.
For sure, dude. Like, like any type of you can find any of the training cards or any types of Mars. Even the pop is worth a lot of money. It's pretty hard to find. And then lastly, we have I think this is 1993 comic book stream. Deadpool number one. Talk about that dead food.
Yep, Deadpool. Can't wait for that new movie. It's gonna be really good.
And we found that one for a pretty decent price, so we went ahead and picked that one up too.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, great haul. I mean, we got all these comic books. I mean, we didn't spend a whole lot of money on them, and we got away with pretty good price. So let's get all of it
we
out.
can extend a decent price on them as well.
Yeah,
So-
we'll extend it off to somebody else. Decent price. All right, let's get everything out, and we'll check out our haul from the Kentucky trip. All right. Well, this looks like a great haul. I mean, we didn't spend a whole lot of money, but you know, it's what's good about it is that we can pass on, like you said, we can pass on the deals that we made. So, what were your favorites out of what we got?
Well, like I said, I like the Magneto crushing the Red Skull's head. Really like the Toggies 3. Really like this Batman double pack, and probably the Zorro too. It's pretty awesome.
Well, I have to agree with all of those. Those are my favorite.
Deadpool number 1 too. That's a nice one.
I really liked this one. I knew this was going to be a really good find for us. We got 50% off, so that was awesome. It was a great deal. The Zorro is pretty awesome as well. That's I've been watching a lot of One Piece lately, catching up on my One Piece. And yeah, that is a cool statue of him. Also, just all the comics. I love comic books. That's why we do what we do.
That is why we're Supercomicbros.
That's right, because I love comic books of any kind. I love the stories. I'd like to get into reading these Robin ones before we give them away, though. So yeah, tell us what you liked in the comments, and check out these 2 videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.